got a surprise coming. I'm excited to show you, and these horses are excited too. But a few years ago, my cousin, Sean Palmer, shared with me a trick. And Sean, thank you. It's changed my life, and I'm embarrassed that after almost a lifetime of being around horses, it took me that long to learn this, but it works. Guys, let me show you kind of what it looks like as I'm wrapping up irrigation, and we'll just kind of see what's going on the farm this morning. Well, first of all these limbs, I threw them in here because they had leaves on them, and I let the goats eat the leaves off. But here's Chocolate and her cute little baby. So we're gonna let those that are our subscribers on social media, whether it's through Patreon or other subscriptions, help us name this little guy. I've been calling it her Half Pint. My friend Jason Wells from Utah helped me with that one, and I really like that. I just don't know that the grandkids Half Pint may not come out as quite as easily to some of the little grandkids, but look how cute they are. And her legs have straightened out and she's doing wonderful. I had a lot of people say, take it to the vet right now, you've got to take it to the vet. And I don't know, those of you that follow our channel know that I'm not opposed to taking an animal to the vet, but we live in a small town without a vet. And so I have to go to another community, and the price and the time to do that. I've learned to take care of my animals very well on my own when I can. And I've just been around animals long enough to know that I really thought that this little baby's legs would straighten out. And they have. They're looking so good. What do you think, guys? You're welcome to keep offering us names, but we're gonna go to our Patreon subscribers or our other subscribers on social media and let them kind of have the ultimate say, I think, as to what we'll call this beautiful little girl. The other question I have is this a medicine hat paint? I actually did a little research just because someone said that, and I was like, I don't know, is this a medicine hat? The big white on the face is kind of an indication that maybe it's a medicine hat, but it doesn't look like some of the medicine hats. So you tell me what you think. But aren't these two beautiful? I brought Striker home for a few days. He's not with the girls right now. He actually hasn't shown a lot of interest in the girls, so I'm hoping absence will help the heart grow fonder. So, all right, so let's go see what it looks like as I'm wrapping up some irrigation here on the farm. Okay, I'll probably climb over the fence and show you what it looks like on the other side. So you can actually see how water's coming out over there. A gopher hole sprung a leak there, so I've got some repairs to do before my next water turn. Gopher holes are a bane in my existence. Anyway, I have water come out here and then it comes through here, but there's holes in the bottom of this pipe that allow it to water there. Some of you have seen our water system. I'm just kind of showing you. We're about to wrap things up today. I actually had this pipe in right here, so this raised the level of this, but now I've pulled the pipe and now it's going out on my third level down here, my lowest level. So there we go. Let's go see up top what it looks like. So you can see that letting water out this way and this way. Now this field, I've turned the water off, but it's still draining. But man, doesn't that look pretty with the grass that I planted this year. It's coming up really nice. But you can see it was a pond. And you can see this gopher hole right there. So I've got some cleanup to do, or some patching. The good thing is I know where that gopher hole is. There is one over there I've got to go find too. Here come the goats. Hey goats. How are you? There's Cookie and her two babies. And then we got Cream over there and her two babies. And then, so right there it's draining out there. But there's also some water that drains right here too. I'm gonna actually see if I can divert that a little bit. We'll see. Yeah, I diverted it out right here. Just anywhere I can get water, it will grow something, even if it's just weeds. The goats eat weeds, so I'm trying to get some kind of foliage to grow over this way. So there you have it, guys. We're wrapping up irrigation. It's almost done. And then next time we get irrigation, Blake will be home. Isn't that beautiful, guys? Yep, what a beautiful sight. It'd be awesome if we had a pond all the time, but it's just the last 12 irrigations here, and then it'll be dry. What are you doing, goats? You following me? We've never named this Billy goat, but he's kind of cool. No horns. I mean, we didn't have to dehorn him. He came polled. That means he was born without horns and never has grown horns, which is really cool. But he's just kind of a cool billy goat. I can't get enough of how beautiful this looks this morning. So awesome. So I have all the horses home because I'm irrigating, and I've got a surprise coming. I'm excited to show you, and these horses are excited too. Hey guys, I am so excited today to share with you a secret I wish I would have learned years ago. It seriously would have been a life changer, or has been a life changer, and it would have saved so many problems and even injuries. I'm embarrassed to say, but years ago, I used to have, if I had a horse that couldn't load, I just thought, well, I'll just get it in there, whatever it takes. And there was one time, probably 30 years ago, that I was trying to load a horse. Someone was actually buying it, and they showed up in a 2-horse horse trailer, and the horse wouldn't load, and we just thought, well, we'll just pull it in. And we were pulling it and tying it and doing all we could do to get it in there. And it reared up, and it came, its chest caught on just a little bolt or something on the back of the trailer, and it just sliced it open. And I felt sick because I knew it was my fault. The horse was scared, and I forced it to do something it wasn't ready to do and prepared to do, and I hadn't trained it right. But a few years ago, my cousin Sean Palmer shared with me a trick. And Sean, thank you. It's changed my life, and I'm embarrassed that after almost a lifetime of being around horses, it took me that long to learn this, but it works. And I'm so excited to show you. And Casey was like, Dad, I haven't even got ready for the day, but she's gonna be my beautiful assistant today. She may video or help with the horse, we'll see. The horse that we've chosen back here is Shevlin. And Shevlin is a 2-year-old filly and doesn't load real well. And so this is the perfect one. I'm sorry, Casey, you're in your Crocs and everything. She's a trooper. Okay, so here's the trick. Casey, is all I need you to do is walk the horse up to the trailer, and if it jumps right on, it's gonna not be what we want it to have to happen. Oh my gosh. Wow, that didn't work. Okay, come off.
We got the goal.
Yeah, we got the goal. We accomplished what we wanted, but guys, I thought this was the perfect horse to show you, and it didn't work. Go ahead and bring her off. And we're just gonna show people the trick. I wish we had the perfect horse to do it with. So this time, Casey, just go ahead and walk towards the trailer, but instead of letting her step on, just stop right there, right at the edge of the trailer. Okay, so the trick here is to keep the horse's nose pointed towards the trailer. So you keep her nose forward, but you're not putting pressure. You're not pulling her on the trailer. You're just keeping her nose pointed in the right direction. Then you get a little switch or something and you tap them on the butt. And when you do, if they have any forward motion, you let them go. Now, this isn't working well because the horse is loading perfectly. But guys, I promise this works, even though we didn't have to do it the right way. Casey's just gonna tie Shevlin up. I need to brush her good, and she's got some cockleburrs in her mane. But I wish I had the perfect horse to show you. You know what, maybe, Casey, can you take just a minute and maybe we can do it with Ombre real quick. Okay, so I looked around and I thought, do I have a horse that might work? And I thought maybe Smokey Joe will be the right one. We have not loaded Smokey Joe but a time or two. And so this might be the perfect fit. So let's try it. Now I just have the horse tied, not super tight. I'm not trying to pull it in. And now I'm gonna go, come on, bud. There you go, there's a step. Okay. Step. Okay. There you go, guys. I have never not had it work. I promise. Sometimes it takes a little longer, sometimes a little shorter, but it works. And so try it your next time. And again, I'm not hurting the horse. I was just tapping it on the butt. I mean, you see, I'm tapping myself. That's not hurting me. But eventually I'm like, hey, stop. What are you doing? And I move away. And that's what happens. Sean Palmer, thanks for the tip. Guys, try it on a horse that doesn't load well. Tell me what you think. Be patient. Don't force them. Just put pressure. And I've been around Smokey Joe enough that I do trust him to not kick us. He's never been a kicker. But you may want a little longer, and when I say whip, it could be any kind of tool to kind of tap him on the butt. Sometimes I've used a broom or whatever I had around. Guys, thanks for coming along, and Casey, thanks for your help.
No problem.
You're awesome. All right, guys, have a great day. Now, one thing you do want to do for sure, when they do what you want, you gotta reward them. It could be with a treat. It could just be with some loves. Hey, Smokey Joe, you did so good. Well, guys, the surprise has arrived. So let me show you what that is. Here it is, my friend Dave Marquez. Bring me some hay. I also get hay from my cousin Sean Palmer, but today I'm getting it from Dave Marquez. He's awesome to work with. If you're looking for hay, he does a great job. And look who else is excited, not just me. These horses are pretty excited. Alright, there we go. That's a squeeze of hay. Costing me about $950 for that pile. This squeeze of hay has 64 bales in it, and Dave gives me a good deal because I'm buying that many. It's more expensive if you're buying it just bale by bale. Actually, it may be closer to 1,000 for that, but anyway, there you go. Super excited. Hope you've enjoyed this video, and I know these horses are ready for some hay.